Hello everyone and welcome to Ecosistant. The Toy EPR, or Extended Producer Responsibility in France, is a crucial part of the French circular economy law. Companies that place toys on the French market need to familiarize themselves with the specific EPR regulations for this waste stream. In this video, we provide an overview of the legal framework, registration obligations and future challenges. Let's have a closer look. Buckle up. Here we go. Legal framework. The EPR for toys was introduced by the Act of Combating Waste and Promoting the Circular Economy of February 10th, 2020. The aim is to promote the collection, reuse and recycling of toys through the polluter pays principle. Companies that market toys in France for the first time are obliged to pay a fee, the so-called eco fee. The Ecomaison organization is responsible for coordinating and monitoring compliance with the regulations. Who is obliged to register? Marketers who place toys on the French market for the first time must register with Ecomaison. Marketers within the meaning of the EPR regulations are manufacturers, importers and companies that sell toys under their own brand. Also included are retailers who sell toys via online marketplaces and foreign companies that supply French end customers directly. Which toys are covered by the EPR scheme in France? First, toys as defined in Article 2 of Decree 2010-166 of February 22, 2010, which are designed or intended exclusively or also for the purpose of play by children under 14 years of age. This includes outdoor games, indoor games like dolls, soft toys, construction games, action games, etc., board games and puzzles with less than 500 pieces, and gift toys, for example, toys distributed free of charge to consumers as part of the sale of another product, such as a children's meal or magazine. Second, also included are models, puzzles with more than 500 pieces, and board games for children aged 14 and over, which, although outside the scope of the decree, are nevertheless part of the EPR requirements for toys. A non-exhaustive list of products can be found on the Ecomaison website. You'll find the link in the video description. Attention, some products are explicitly excluded in a guide by Ecomaison on pages 8 and 9. Find this link in the description as well. Important for sellers of electronic toys. In addition to the Toy EPR, sellers of electronic toys must also comply with the specific regulations for electrical and electronic equipment, the so-called WEEE. In France, electrical toys are not only subject to registration with Ecomaison, but also to extended producer responsibility for electrical equipment, which is managed by the ecosystem organization. Companies that sell battery-powered or electronic toys must therefore also register with Ecosystem, submit quantity declarations and pay a separate environmental levy. Furthermore, special requirements apply to the disposal and recycling of old appliances, including the take-back obligation for certain sales models. Companies can find more details on the W3E requirements in France on the Ecosystem website. Link in the video description. What about the packaging of toys? In addition to the toys themselves, their packaging is also subject to extended producer responsibility. In France and throughout Europe, specific registration obligations and recycling fees apply to household packaging. Companies that sell toys in packaging to end customers must therefore also register for the packaging EPR and pay the corresponding license fees. In France, packaging registration is carried out by organizations such as Citeo, while other EU countries have their own systems. Online retailers selling to multiple European countries must ensure that they meet the relevant EPR requirements for packaging in each country. The EPR regulations in Europe are complex, but with our digital advisory service you can stay on top of things. We help you to fulfill your obligations in all relevant markets in a simple and legally compliant way. You can find the link to our digital advisory service in the video description. Fulfilling requirements. To meet the legal requirements, companies must register with Ecomaison and sign a service contract, declare the quantity and type of toys marketed on a quarterly or annual basis, and pay the corresponding eco fee. Toys must be correctly coded in order to calculate the appropriate eco fee. This is done using an 11-digit coding system that takes into account material, weight and product type. Further information on the codes used and current prices can be obtained from Ecomaison. Link in the video description. I think I'm having a déjà vu. Future prospects and challenges. The Toy EPR in France is constantly evolving to promote a sustainable circular economy. The challenge for companies is to keep pace with regulatory changes while integrating environmentally friendly solutions. Future topics such as promoting toy donations, optimizing in-store recycling and improving the recyclability of materials are becoming increasingly important and will have a positive impact on the eco fee to be paid. Conclusion. The Toy EPR in France is a key step towards a sustainable future. Companies operating in this sector should see the legal requirements not only as an obligation, but also as an opportunity to promote environmental awareness and innovation. We will be happy to support you in complying with your EPR obligations if you need any help. Simply contact us free of charge and without obligation. You'll find the link, well, you know where you'll find the link. That's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. If so, subscribe and leave a like. See you next time.